Hello, and welcome to my podcast. Whether you're walking to work, having a cup of coffee, or just seeking positive vibes, join me as I share timeless wisdom and practical tools to make your life better. Let's dive in. Do you ever doubt your choices or your abilities? Do you often talk yourself out of things you want to do? Then this episode today is for you. Hello friends, today I want us to talk about trusting ourselves, and I will begin with the definition of trusting ourselves. Trusting yourself means believing in your ability to make good decisions, handling challenges, and accomplishing your goals. It is what gives you the courage and confidence to get out of your comfort zone, take risks, and try new things. When you have a high degree of self-trust, you will no longer feel like holding back from pursuing the things you want to. But without self-trust, you will miss on all kinds of opportunities. So what are the signs that you are lacking trust in yourself? 1, you second guess yourself. You stop yourself from taking action on your dreams. You find reasons why you can't achieve what you want. You have business ideas, for example, which you think could not only make money but could help people as well, but you never act on them. If you have difficult making decisions, taking action on your ideas, or knowing what you want, even though you have all the skills and information you need, you're not trusting yourself. The second sign that you're lacking trust in yourself is you have a fear of failure. Every time you want to try something new, you talk yourself out of it with what if scenarios or thoughts about why it won't work. For example, I want to open a restaurant, but what if nobody comes? Or what if they do come and I can't keep up the work? I'd love to travel to Paris. I can't afford that. Here's the thing. There will always be things that could go wrong in life, because life is 50-50. It's filled with both the positive and the negative. But if you only choose to see first the negatives, thoughts in your mind when you want to do something, it means you don't trust your ability to handle challenges, grow as a person, or learn from any setbacks. The third sign is you dwell on past failures. Do you keep thinking about things that have gone wrong in the past? Do you see these mistakes as proof that you are a hopeless failure rather than a learning experience? Failure is part of growing. If you trust yourself, you can celebrate your failures because they mean you attempted something big. But without self-trust, failure becomes proof of your inability to achieve what you want. Fourth sign is you compare your current reality to your goal. Here's something that I want to ask. Do you judge yourself for being far from your ultimate goal instead of focusing on what you can achieve now, or celebrating what you've already accomplished? It's wonderful to have big goals, but they can be motivating or discouraging depending on how you look at them. If you don't trust yourself to go through the process of achieving your goals, you may never succeed. So what happens when you don't trust yourself? Low self-esteem and lack of trust in yourself can have a major impact on your life. You have no commitment, no results. You never commit to a single course of action. 2, lack of fulfillment. If you're always denying what you want, you'll never create a life that really fits you and feels good. You'll watch other people accomplishing great things or just living their passion, and you'll wonder, what's wrong with me? The third thing that happens when you don't trust yourself is downward spirals. I know this too well because I have lived a life of not trusting myself. And that's why I decided to share this journey with you. If you are out there and you feel that you don't trust yourself. So downward spirals, it's the lack of self-trust leads to even deeper lack of self-trust. It is easy for you to get into a cycle of increasing stress and decreasing confidence. And it takes you further and further away from happiness and fulfillment. If you don't understand this pattern of not trusting yourself and unlearn this pattern, you're in for a lot of struggle and grief. And the fourth one is that you never actualize your potential. Lack of trust in yourself makes you drain your energy and creativity. If you don't let yourself go after what you really want to do, you achieve a fraction of your true potential. And the fifth thing that happens when you don't trust yourself is that people walk all over you. Not trusting yourself can become dangerous when other people see they can walk all over you and get away with it. Without trusting yourself, it's hard to stand up for yourself. You make excuses for other people's poor behavior and deny the damage it does to you. And the last pointer here is burnout. Sure, you can survive by playing it safe and doubting every idea or desire you have, but you won't really live. I know most of us have conflicting thoughts about this. There is no way that I can leave my job and still do my hobby. Or there is no way that I can accommodate both. And you have no trust over this area because of the beliefs that you have. But I want to tell you, when you understand that your discomfort is a source of your freedom, you will plan on really living. So how do we build trust in ourselves? One of the things that has really helped me on this journey is to change my belief system. And one of the realizations I've had in the past 1 month is that thoughts create reality. I have understood that our thinking creates how we feel, and how we feel creates our actions, and our actions create our results in life. I've also learned that we can believe anything we want. There is no restriction to what we are allowed to believe. No one can tell us we can or cannot think. And I think this is ultimately the biggest freedom we have, because there's so many things that people can do to us, but they can't tell us what will make it mean. They can't tell us how it will feel emotionally. That is 100% up to us. So you can choose to create new evidence of what you believe about yourself, and choose to create daily tiny habits that help you trust yourself. What I mean is that you can choose to create a habit of believing in yourself every day. For example, you can choose to affirm that you're good enough just because you exist on this earth. You can also affirm that you're good enough because you woke up. You showed up at your area of work. You showed up today as the best mom or dad for your kids before they left for school. Maybe you just woke up today earlier than yesterday. You just help them prepare to leave for school. And that is just enough. What I have also learned is that if something serves you, do that. But if it doesn't, you don't have to think that at all. You get to think whatever you want to think about anything that happens or has happened to you in your life. You also get to think whatever you want about the future. Here is one thing I want you to also understand. Trusting yourself is not about you not feeling fear or eradicating self-doubt. Rather, it is reclaiming the power that we surrender to our fears and choosing each day to show up from a place of faith rather than fear. It is also choosing to show up from a place of self-trust rather than self-doubt. It is about taking the ultimate risk, placing our bet on ourselves. Faith does not remove our problems, but it transforms our relationship to them. In doing so, it expands our span of life and creates peace and calmness in our lives. We are each walking on our own heroic journey. And we have to show up on purpose day by day. We have to make choices on purpose, choice by choice. We have to show up as brave individuals by taking one brave act at a time. Because when you're braver than you want to be, then and only then do you build self-trust. You build self-trust each time you risk falling short as you pursue what your heart needs. You do it each time you defy your doubts and honor your gifts. You do it each time you lay your vulnerability on the line for the sake of a noble cause. And you do it each time you look within for the light that you seek. So I kindly ask you to decide today that you will ground yourself in faith, not fear. I will leave you with 3 questions to ask yourself, and this will help build your self-trust. So the first question that I would want you to ask yourself is, what do I truly believe about myself? And I want you to look for one area in your life that you need to improve to create self-trust. For example, your weight, or how much money you make, your relationship, that area of doubt. And the second question I want you to ask yourself is, what would you need to think, and what beliefs would you need to create a different results? And then finally, what will I do today if I trust that whatever happens, I can handle it? I pray that you will choose to self-reflect, become self-aware, and choose to have your own back by stepping into the journey of self-trust. sending you light and love your way. God bless and stay safe.